Hi Brian. Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you how to do the emailing of reports, and obviously then you need the signatures to be automatically added to the reports. I'm kind of giving myself a little 10-minute crash course here on how I did it for South City. It was a couple of years ago, but it's not actually, I remember, it's not that difficult to set up. Once you set it up, it's oh so lacquer. And I did a few improvements on the way my dad originally set it up, because in the way he did it, you kind of had to do a bit of hard coding in areas, but we managed to make it so that you could just do a few simple things if there were any changes, like new teachers or new HODs, and I'll show you what I mean as we go along. So the first thing to do is to get your signatures sorted out. So what you need to do is go to your let's just for now say CISOF folder. Okay, and you can do this on the server, but let's just say for now the CISOF folder, and in this case, because it was this particular school I was doing for the prep, we called this folder prep teacher signatures. So I'm going to leave it like that for now for simplicity purposes, but you can just make your folder called signatures, and you'll see where this comes into play just now. But in here, I had them obviously create and scan their signatures in and save them as .png files. Now the trick here is to have them save these files exactly as they would occur in your set registers in FrontOFFICE. So okay, we're going to do grade 6 here, so let me say begins with grade 6. Now you'll see here, right, so we've got, in this case, we're dealing with Peterser, E. Harrison, and J. Purden. So you can see M. Peterser is saved exactly as it appears there, M. Peterser, M space Peterser, no dots or anything. If in set registers theirs appears as M. Peterser, or however it is, that is how it must be saved. Okay, E. Harrison, you can see, is saved exactly like that. Right, so that is where they they save their signatures. Now let's get to the report side of it. So alright, this particular school's got it in custom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a blank database with this form in it, so you can grab these @ signs and add these @ buttons to where you print your reports from. But essentially, if we go into this @ button, alright, we go into the code here, you'll see what it does is it first of all goes and checks to see if you've got these directories, and if you don't have them, it creates them, so you don't have to worry about creating these at all. And what it's going to do is it's going to make a CISOF reports folder. It's going to make a reports 2017, a reports /2017 / May, or whatever month you happen to be in, June, reports, so /2017 /May whatever grade you've chosen. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to go and make that folder, alright, and then it's going to open a record set called PDF create reports, which I will send you to, and it's just a straightforward query which has got the main table in it, and it lists the learners, their reg class, does a few concatenations, an alias here, keeps the lefts out, and filters it by whichever grade you choose from the set grade box. But none of this is really relevant. It's just basically opening what you've chosen, right? So grade 6 for that particular report. Now if we go back to that code, so that's the record set it's going to produce from, and then it's going to output the report that you've chosen. Okay, so the name of that report, and it's going to choose the first admin number it finds in that record set. Okay, it's going to open that report where the admin number of that report equals the first admin number in the record set, which is filtered by the grade you've chosen. and it's going to output that report as a PDF, and it's going to output it to CISoft reports year, month, grade, and save it as admin number.pdf. Okay, and then it's going to close that report, move to the next record, loop, and repeat that process for every single learner. So what you're going to end up with is, in your CISoft folder, a folder called reports, and I haven't created one yet because we'll do it ourselves. I'll run it so you can see. It's going to create a folder called reports, the year, the month, and the grade, and it's going to put the reports in. What I've done for this particular school is I have gone to their grade 6s, and I've taken all but 5 out, and I've given all of them my email address, so that when we do this and we send it, it's obviously not going to send it to their actual parents, because what it does is it uses your Outlook engine. Okay, just bring that across because that's on my other screen. So it uses your Outlook engine, and it'll send them via whatever your default account is. So in my case, my default account, if I was to send a new email, is from Blaze at FrontOFFICE Schools. Okay, so it uses your but obviously if I had left the parents' emails in here, it would have sent it to the actual parents. So and what I've also done is I've cut them all out, so there's only 5 grade 6s, so it doesn't send them a gazillion emails. It's only going to send 5, so we should be able to test. And as I say, I'm creating this as I create this video, so I haven't actually done it yet. It'll be interesting to see if it works first time. I just was thinking, okay, but before we go and do that, what I want to do is go into the report to actually show you where some of the clever stuff works. And as I say, I did a little reshuffle on how this works and designed it myself, so I'm quite proud of this part. But right, so you can actually see the signatures appearing on the report at the bottom there. There's the head of grade, Peterson, and there's the class teacher, Purdon. Now, if I go into design view, we'll go and see what actually is happening over here. Okay, so the first thing that you do is where the signature is going to occur, you actually create, all you do is you actually add a little image box. That's this one here, right? You add a little image box, and you tell it that it's going to, when you add it, it's going to jump up and ask you to, where's your picture from? Alright, you just cancel that, and you tell it that you don't want the picture to be embedded. Alright, you want it to be linked. Okay, so we'll just take away that object first. So alright, so you want it to be linked. Okay, and size mode is stretch, so that it stretches the signature to that. And you make one for each block, and then what you do is you create this little invisible box here. Okay, but first of all, sorry, you call this signature HOD, and you call this signature, in this case I called it signature, but you can call it signature CT for class teacher or whatever you want. And you'll see where we reference that in the code now. So then we create this little block, and here's where the sneaky bit comes. So what this does is it goes and it does a lookup of the HOD from register. Okay, obviously where the register of this report equals the register from that table. Now, if you recall, I said that the signatures must be saved exactly as they are in that register table, and this is why, because it's going to look up the HOD from that register table, and if that HOD matches, it's going to take whatever signature it finds and put it into this picture via this piece of code over here. Right, so this is the code here, and it's fairly straightforward. All it says is, let's look at the HOD one. Signature HOD, which is the name of that picture, equals, right, because remember we've said that it's linked. We've told it it's linked, so we're going to tell it where it's linked from. So all we simply say is that it equals CISoft prep teacher signatures, which remember I said you can just call your signatures if you want. Then this is where you would reference it as signatures, or you can give this your server path. Oops, let's just reverse, or you, instead of saying CI for you can give this your server path so that you could do this from anywhere in the school, which you may very well want to. And then you put HOD sign, which was that lookup, you see, .png. So that lookup will return blah 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 .png, which if it matches the actual location and blah 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 .png, it'll put that there. So in other words, if the lookup matches anything in this, so that's where I fetched it from just now, let's just go to the C. If it matches anything in this folder, the location that you've told the signatures to be, it'll put that picture there. And the beauty of this is that you can just build a bank of signatures over the years. You don't have to keep going in here and deleting the old ones and whatever. If a new person comes into the school, one of the things they do as their protocol is they sign their signature, just like you do with your photos for your students. They sign their signature, it gets scanned in, and it gets saved exactly as their name occurs in the registration table. Okay, and so that is how the picture occurs, the signature occurs on the report. So that part of it is sorted. So when you actually run this, because I didn't choose a grade, so we choose a grade 6. So now this PDF create reports will be populated by the 5 grade 6s that I've left in there. And I click this button and it's going to run through the reports, and I'm absolutely gobsmacked it's working first time, but I see no reason why it shouldn't. And if we go to the CISOF folder, we should now have a folder called Reports 2017 May grade 6, and there are your 3 reports saved as adminnumber.pdf, and I'm extremely proud right now. Right, now comes the next beautiful little part. Right, we exit that and we go to our little auto email package, and we say, here it is there. Okay, I'll send this to you as well. Right, the auto email package is quite simply linked to the exact same data as your as the main system, of course. Okay, this path to the attachment isn't necessarily the path for your reports. This is the path that, let me just make sure about this is also. So what I like about this little thing, and I've actually got to merge our master system like this as well. But you can come in here and actually use this to email parents just a one-off notice. So in this case, they've used the grade 12 timetable, and they've put that path in there. They write a message, write a note, and they say, boom, send to the whole school, send, click send. And that just uses that attachment. Okay. That is, but that's a little bit off topic. What we want to do is to just send the school reports. So if I recall correctly, what we do is we go and we put this pathway in where these 5 reports are saved. Okay, and we just put that in, and we add a backspace to that, and we write a message like, please find attached your child's school report, and we put a subject in, one report. Okay, and let's try this, grade 6, and send 1. 4 reports sent, which is interesting. Okay, now we should see these reports coming to my Blaze E I need to go and double check that this oh, here we go, here they come. Take a look at that. Okay, so if we actually go to my email, 4 of them have come through. Of course, one of those learners must have either been left or something to that effect. And there we go, they get this. Dear Mr. and Mrs. thing, it brings up the name. Please find attached your child's school report. Click open. And voila. Away you go. Right, so I'm going to send you the email or the report email facility. I'm going to send you the form so that you can grab those @ signs off with the code. And then obviously let me know if there's any other questions. Brian, I'm sure that you probably will enjoy running with this knowing you. Yeah, good luck. Bye.